Welcome to the Marine Channel. My name's Finn and we're on the Mercan stand here at the Düsseldorf Boat Show 2026. Now, this boat behind me is the Petra SF39 and it's designed to be a balance between the leisure and fishing market, and I think they've achieved exactly that. Mercan are known for a wide range of boats branching into both the commercial and the private range, but this one is a very cool boat, so let's go and check it out. But before we do so, let's have a quick look down the side. Whilst it's out of the water here at the Düsseldorf Boat Show, it's a rare opportunity to see what the full boat looks like with no water around it. So a lovely big cockpit, a lovely big cabin, huge hull windows which give you lots of light inside. A gorgeous boat all round. So let's go and check it out. So let's start at the aft here, and we have two 425 horsepower engines giving you 44 mph top speed, so very, very fast. A lovely big bathing ladder here, folds down, gives you great access into the water, and a great big bathing platform section up there. Whilst it's out of the water here at the boat show, we're going to have a quick look down here. You've got your hydro tab trim foils and some awesome little underwater lights, meaning you can just illuminate the water around you, which is also really good for fishing. It attracts all the fish, brings them round, and then you can just catch them. But let's go up the stairs and see where this boat comes into its own. So again, big section out here, lovely features like pop-up cleats, very solid, lots and lots of fishing rod holders across there, and you also have live bait wells. So in here you have a smaller one, and on the other side over there you have a big one. Just shut that one down there like that, and some lovely brandy across this back bolster there, and on your little entrance gate just down there. Now you can probably see this boat is fish orientated. This particular model is slightly more leisure orientated. There are a few options that make it a bit more comfortable than one of the other ones they do. But you see, you've got a fish measuring gauge built into the flexi-teak along here. Very useful little feature. Lots and lots of storage that we'll see right the way throughout the boat. A few little lockers under there. This very snazzy little fold-up seat, which just pops up like so, giving you just a bit more seating, and a nice bench. And we'll just slide that one down and spin around, and you have a lovely big seating area. So this is what makes this one slightly more leisure orientated. Some of the others don't have this seating quite in the same way, but this one in particular has this lovely big area where you can sit certainly 5 or 6, probably more like 8 people around the table. You've got some lovely stainless steel cup holders, and these are quite neat, aren't they? Look, little bolsters, armrests, a couple of those with some cup holders in. Lots of places to put your drinks when you're out at sea. Table itself is high-low, and it also sits on this large hatch here, as you can see. Under there is all your tanks. You've got tanks for all the different types of water you need for fishing, and two 400 litre tanks for your fuel for the both outboards. So if we spin up like this, you can see we've got a lovely little wet bar on this side with a fold down tap, so it all tucks away nicely under this lid. And in here you have some good storage. On the other side then, optional third helm for when you're fishing. When you're sat here you can control the boat from here. This one obviously hasn't got it, but it is an option. And then at the moment this in here is some more good storage, and you get your LPG gas in there for the hob, which we'll see in just a second. So let's head inside then. First thing you notice is this lovely big fold-up window. Really makes the inside feel like you're outside, along with this big sliding door. Creates a very nice opening. And when we head inside, let's immediately look on our right at the little galley. Here are those hobs I was talking about, that you can store the gas outside. Lots of clever storage at the back there, just to keep everything in one place whilst you're going along. More fishing gear here. You've got timers for your 2 live tanks, just to let you know how long stuff has been sat in there. Some good storage under there, and of course a fridge for your drinks. all the necessities then. On this side we have a lovely big dining area. Switchgear is located just underneath this seat. This table does drop down and you can take this cushion, which is on top at the moment, and create a big flat pad, or take away this cushion, have the table it is in now, and underneath there is your table. Again with cup holders as far as the eye can see. Lots of glass in this boat as well. 360 degree, very good view, big opening windows, just helping ventilation, making it feel really airy in here. Electric opening hatch just above me here, with some nice lining around the outside, makes it feel a bit more finished. And again, storage on this boat is absolutely not a problem. In here, you've got a really good sized deep cupboard, and even up here, look, you have another really big storage bin in there. And then let's go to the business section of the boat, the helm station. The lovely seat here with a bolster, which of course slides down like that, so you can either sit or be stood up like so. Two great armrests that fold down, and then you spin round and you've got a steering wheel really close to hand, Simrad display, Mercury display. You have your battery system here, also telling you how much charge you're getting from your solar panels, which we'll see in a second. Hydro tabs, which we saw on the bottom of the boat when it was out of the water, and throttles, and your Mercury skyhook system, so you can lock the boat in GPS position, all very close to hand. Now, an interesting thing as well about this boat is you have one of these, and this basically means that you can start the boat remotely. You can program buttons like your anchor windlass, so you can have full control of your boat from a little switch like that. So then let's head down below. Very, very light and airy down here, lovely light wood. And as we head down, headroom is definitely not an issue, but we're going to go into the forepeak first. And it's a very nice cabin. Not huge, but it's not a massive boat. 39 feet, and the majority of that is prioritised out the back there for your fishing capabilities. But let's shut that door, and you have loads of natural light coming through these big windows either side of this room, and ventilation light coming from these two as well, and a skylight / escape hatch just above you, which once you take these cushions off will be very light. But a very good sized bed. Again, storage not a problem in the slightest. Storage bins either side of the bed, a large open storage compartment there, and some more snazzy lockers right the way around. But look at that kind of geometric pattern we've got going on there. Very classy. We can spin around again and see even more storage coming in the form of a hanging locker. Very practical boat if you want to take lots out on the water with you. So let's head back out again, and we're going to take a left and go into the heads. And it's a pretty good size heads again, considering the size of this boat and what it's prioritised to do. Got a lovely little bit of natural light coming through those two windows there, a gorgeous big glass sink. The teak, interestingly, carries right the way through into here, makes it feel really luxurious actually. And then of course you've got your loo as well, and again, guess what? More storage. This boat certainly knows what it's doing when it comes to storing things. If we spin round one last time, which is on the left as you come in from the top there, we can open this door and see our little second cabin. Good amount of height and headroom as you walk into the cabin. Does get restricted slightly when you go down towards the bed, but it's still plenty, and there's loads of room if you just sat up in bed. And the bed actually is huge, it's really long, it goes back a very long way. Again, lots of natural light, lots of storage, you guessed it, everywhere you look. In here as well, there's a little hanging locker, and even right the way down at the other end of the bed. So that's the cabins on these boats. Let's go and have a look at the foredeck. So let's wander up onto the foredeck. Now there's very, very high freeboard up here. Feel very safe walking up. Some quite big steps here, but they're not too bad, and they're all nicely illuminated with these little blue lights. And a good grab rail up here as well to make getting up nice and easy. You've got a lovely big sunpad up here, loads of room to lounge around in the sun. And again, under there is where we saw that skylight from the master cabin. Down here, you have your anchor locker. Again, lovely stainless windlass, right the way down to your anchor. Lots of space in there for a good amount of chain as well. And you've got controls for that up here, or as we said, you can do it via that remote switch. But look at the aggressive forward-facing windscreen. This boat really does mean business. Moving up onto the top then, we have a lovely big searchlight, and as I was saying before, solar panels. Just helping you be offshore that little bit more, not having to worry about getting back to plug in and regenerate your power. So there you have it, the Mercan Petra SF39. This boat here will cost about 385,000 euros excluding tax, but it is a boat show special, so it comes with a few options like the teak and those solar panels on the top there. Normally it would cost you around 400,000 euros excluding VAT. I think it's the perfect balance between leisure and fishing and it achieves exactly what it set out to achieve. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe. Let us know what you think about this boat in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.